The Journey That Changed Me, My Story of Learning English. I never thought learning a language could change the way I see the world, but English did that for me. It all started when I was in middle school. One day, my English teacher played a short video in class. It was a cartoon in English with subtitles. I didn't understand most of the words, but something about it caught my attention. The sounds, the expressions, the way the characters spoke. It felt like a whole new world was opening up right in front of me. At that time, I could barely say a full sentence in English. I only knew simple things like, "Hello, how are you?" and "My name is." But deep inside, I wanted more. I wanted to speak like the people in the video. I wanted to understand songs, movies, and books without needing a translation. So I made a decision that day. I was going to learn English, no matter how long it would take. The beginning was not easy. I remember spending hours just trying to understand a short paragraph in my English book. I had to check the dictionary for almost every word. Sometimes I felt frustrated. Sometimes I wanted to give up. But there was a small voice in my heart that kept telling me, "Keep going. You'll get better." So I kept going. I started watching English cartoons at home. Even if I didn't understand everything, I listened carefully. I picked up small phrases, simple expressions, and repeated them out loud. Soon, I started recognizing words in songs. I would sing along to my favorite English songs, not really knowing the meaning at first, but enjoying the rhythm and the sounds. Later, I began reading simple English stories, children's books, fairy tales, short articles. Every time I finished one, I felt proud. It gave me confidence to try more. One day, something amazing happened. I was watching a YouTube video in English and suddenly realized I could understand it without subtitles. That was the moment I knew all my hard work was paying off. I felt so happy I smiled for the rest of the day. As I improved, I started practicing speaking. At first I was shy. I didn't want to make mistakes. But then I remembered something my teacher said. Making mistakes is part of learning. Don't be afraid of them. So I started talking. To myself, to my classmates, even to my cat. I practiced introducing myself, describing things around me, talking about my day. Little by little, I became more confident. I joined an English club at school where we played games, watched movies, and practiced conversation. That was one of the best decisions I ever made. Not only did I improve my English, but I also made new friends who shared the same goal. We laughed, we helped each other, and we celebrated every small achievement. I also created a small English corner in my room. I put up posters with new vocabulary, sticky notes on furniture with their English names, and a notebook where I wrote down interesting phrases. Learning English became part of my everyday life. It was no longer just a school subject. It became something I loved. The best part about learning English is how it connected me to the world. I could read blogs from people in other countries, watch international news, and understand what was happening around the globe. I even joined online forums where I chatted with people from different cultures. It felt amazing to communicate with someone on the other side of the planet using a language I had learned from scratch. Of course, my journey wasn't always smooth. There were days when I felt stuck, like I wasn't improving anymore. There were grammar rules I couldn't understand, words I kept forgetting, and pronunciation that didn't sound right no matter how many times I tried. But I reminded myself, this is part of the process. Progress is not always fast, but it is always possible. Now, when I look back at how far I've come, I feel proud. From a shy student who could barely say hello, I've become someone who can have full conversations, write essays, and even help others with their English. Sometimes I still make mistakes, and that's okay, because learning a language is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about opening your mind, growing with every lesson, and enjoying the journey. English has given me more than just words. It has given me new ways to think, to express myself, and to connect with others. It has shown me that I can do hard things as long as I don't give up. To anyone who is learning English, I want to say, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Find joy in the small steps. Celebrate every new word you learn, every sentence you speak, every time you understand a little more. Because each moment is part of a beautiful journey, a journey that can change your life, just like it changed mine.